Hello, it's Natasha. Happy to see you here. So, in a crafty world, Christmas and holiday season starts early. So, I would like to share with you today a couple ideas how to use this adorable set from Pink First Studio, Sleigh Bells Ring. So, stamps and coordinating dies. Again, no fancy techniques or anything, just a couple cards that are very quick and easy. Well, you know me, and what that can be easily mass produced. I always like clean, simple, quick and easy cards, and I think it's especially relevant for holiday season when we need a lot of cards and we don't have much time. So I will be using these stamps and dies and some colors of Pink First Studio inks, and a couple more minor things. But as always, the supplies will be linked below in the description to the video. So let's jump right in. So first I'll stamp the sleighs. So I'm placing the stamp on a piece of cardstock and put it a little bit away from the edge because this adorable deer has antlers, and I'm planning to die cut this, so I want to make sure that my die will fit nicely. So I'm going to use two colors, Blue Jay, which is I think one of my favorite blue colors, and Sky Blue ink, because I want to create you know, a little bit of interest and in my image. So I'm inking the stamp with two colors, and I'm just using mini dauber to sort of soften the edges a little bit. So let's see how. So give it a little bit time to absorb. Give ink a little bit time to absorb into paper. Okay, and I'm going to stamp another one just in case. You know, well, if you want to mass produce, obviously, so you can stamp the sleigh twice, or if you have your supplies out while you have them, it might be a good idea to make a double just in case, you know, something goes wrong and you will have an extra. Or again, if you want to mass produce, that would work nicely. Okay, I'm blending the edges a little bit so that I don't have harsh lines, and I stamp again. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to die cut this, and then we'll stamp our cute critters. So now I'm going to stamp the critters, and I'm using the panel as sort of template to hold my die in place. I'm going to start with this deer because it's easier to align him or her or whatever on the die cut. I will be using Pink First Studio black ink. It will give quite a bold image. If black is too harsh for you, you can go for gray, or you can hit emboss them maybe in the colors that you prefer. But I'm going to watercolor them a little bit, and Pink First Studio black Pink First Studio ink works great for watercoloring. So okay, and now, so I'll stamp the second. Great, it's really easy to align, so there's nothing complicated about that. So okay, so I have my main image stamped. Now I will watercolor it with Pink First Studio Candy Apple liquid watercolor. This is not a watercolor paper, so do not use a lot of water. And I'm not going to do any fancy coloring, so just very basic, you know, coloring to add a pop of red. I love a combination of red and blue for holiday cards. It's I don't know, there is something festive and really beautiful about this combination. So white, blue and red. Okay, so I'll color it and get back to you. Okay, so I have it colored. I added sleeves to the fox just with a black gel pen and colored his sweater blue, and the deer is red. So I'm not going to color their faces, but just, you know, I have a funny thing about critters having blush, so I'm going to use just a cotton swab and belly sleeper ink to add a little bit of blush on their cheeks. And of course you can color them with Copic markers or pencils or whatever medium you prefer. I'm not much of a colorer, so and yeah, I always go for something quick and easy. All right, so I'm going to use white card base for my card. And what I love about this stamp set, there are a lot of adorable little images that are perfect for building up the background and adding cute little details to our cards. So let me finish the card. You could create a mask to create the slope, but I'm just going to use a little bit of blue ink to ground my sleigh without really adding any detail. But you, again, obviously you can just cut out a hill from regular scrap paper and create more interesting background for your sleigh. But I'm just adding a little bit of blue ink. And don't worry if your blending is not very good, because, okay, let's be honest, none of us is Laura Besson, right? Just add a little bit of splatters. You know, splatters make everything look wonderful. So I'm adding splatters to the ground and also to the sky to create some snow. See? And immediately your blending looks fine. For my card, I will be using an action wobble, which I now can't find on my desk. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to use an action wobble. If you don't have an action wobble, and this is a big one. There are also mini wobbles, but this is a big one because this image is quite big. You can make this action wobble yourself, and I will leave a link in the to a video in the corner of the screen where I actually show how you can make a DIY action wobble from just 2 strips of paper. And actually, it will be another holiday card, again using some of Pink Fresh Studio goodies, so you might be interesting to watch it. All right, so I'll finish my card and I will get back to you. Okay, cute, quick and easy card is ready. So our critters are riding down the hill. I added a few snowflakes from the set, stamped the sentiment, again from the same set, in black to connect the black outline of the critters with the sentiment. And here they wobble. And so very quick and easy card is ready. And my second card is even quicker to make. It is a 1-layer card. It would make a perfect, just, you know, take white card base, stamp it, and you have a quick card. But you know that I like to add colored cardstock to my card bases, so I actually adhered it onto a blue card base. So I just stamped the critters in candy apple ink and the sleigh in candy apple ink, and critters in rocky slope. Again, added blushy cheeks to them, grounded my critters with blue ink, and again splatters and snowflakes, just absolutely the same. And as for the sentiment, I stamped it, I heat embossed it in silver. And what I love about the coordinating dies, that there are dies to die cut all the sentiments from the set, which I think is a great idea, because first it gives you so much more playroom. You can use colored cardstock for your sentiment, or you can use vellum for your sentiment. Or if something goes wrong and you stamp your sentiment, sometimes things go wrong in a crafty world, right? You can just stamp the sentiment again, die cut it, and pop it up, and no one will ever know about your little mistake. And besides popping up the sentiment on such a simple one-layer card, I think adds a little bit more interest to the project. So here you have 2 cards that are easily mass-produced, that take literally just a few minutes to make, and I think they're really cute and adorable. Okay, I hope you get inspired. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Happy crafting, and see you again soon. Bye.